Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I hope everyone has a good week so far, even though Tuesday is like the ugly Monday's sister. Well, when you work in retail, it's just horrid. Um, has anyone watched 911? Last night kind of hit home just for the simple fact that I have a few friends that have cancer, have people doing drugs, and sitting in jail for it, and obviously fostering. Um, if you haven't seen it, I would suggest it. Personally, it's a really good show. It has a lot of hit home and it deals with a lot of things in life to before COVID and now. Um, and I just want to get back on here and say that fostering to me is definitely a go to bring home children, treat them as my own, and if they go back to the parents, which Wisconsin does, the parents try to get their crap together to try to get their kids back in their lives. But I've also seen that the parents get their crap together and you hear all these stories on like Facebook or the news that the children pass away because the parents' choices. And with what I'm going through right now, it definitely don't want him to go back to his parents for the simple fact they are doing drugs, which is sad. And I've been dealing with the system for about 7 years now because probably a lot of you know of the past story that I've had to go through with my sister-in-law. And a lot of you don't know the true story. You just assume that she killed my nephew. Yet, you need to understand that it's not always the mother's fault. In the case I'm in now, it's both the parents' fault for foster care or custody or however. So the last 7 years, I've been trying to have my mother-in-law go to the courts, get everything switched over, and try to have her adopt my 7-year-old nephew. When I worked at Quick Trip, I had a guy. Sorry about that. He assumed that I did not know the system or the courts or anything to my knowledge of what taking in a child is. He knew that I'm wrong, that I shouldn't be at Quick Trip. I was an assistant food service leader, that I shouldn't have a manager position, that I'm younger than he was, and he didn't like the fact that I was his boss. And he also, I think it's the right word, feminist, that the woman should stay home, produce babies, cook, clean, just like the old days. Yeah, that probably worked 50, 60 years ago. But in this day and age, a lot of couples need to have two jobs. Or, in his case, he lived with his parents because his parents are elderly, which is understandable to help them and take care of them and everything else. And that's what I did for the longest time. Me and my husband lived with my mom because at this day and age, we couldn't really afford an apartment or house or whatever, but we were also helping her with the bills, making meals. I helped her with my little brother and everything else. And I'm not trying to be judgmental towards him, but he needs to understand that us strong, independent women or ladies need to put ourselves out there, need to go what we need to do in the world, to put our mind, stick to it, and go forward with it. I had a friend in high school, and her mom is a mechanic. And to this day, her mom still gets crap for being a mechanic. That's what she loves. That's what she wants to do. And I get a lot of looks from people when they have car issues, and I go off of what is wrong or could be wrong, and I give them suggestions for it. And then they tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Obviously, my husband's a mechanic by trade. He loves working on cars. I ask questions and I learn from it. And I can't learn how to fix a car because it's just one of those, you need to put your mind to it and go for it. Yet, a lot of us are scared. And we shouldn't be scared. A lot of us need to go out there and do it.